Welcome, podcastians, to the show. Welcome to Video Killed...
Podcast killed
the video star. It's the second episode. I've already messed it up. It's not a good sign.
It's all good. I think that is an omen to what's to come.
Yeah. More messing up.
Yeah.
I learned through this podcast...
We're not perfect.
I learned through this podcast I can't really talk. So this is a perfect show for me.
I've learned that I need to enunciate.
I don't know what you mean. But we're on a new set today, Seth.
Yeah, it's episode 2, and we noticed that my apartment was a little bare, where it's literally the only option of where we can record.
Yes.
It wouldn't have looked right anywhere else, or we wouldn't have had the right space or area, and so we chose your place, which has this beautiful backdrop.
Yeah, it says... I don't know if the camera catches that up there. It says Choil up there. And if you don't know what that means, you're not cool.
Yeah.
And then we got a little dinosaur over here, neon light. And then we got, various Russian nesting dolls.
Are there really? Oh, shit.
Yeah, right here. Russian nutting dolls. Yeah, nesting dolls.
Nutting? Russian nutting dolls?
So... but it's also featuring my neighbor's Dolby sound from the other room. So we get to also listen to a movie while we're talking on the podcast.
Hey, no one's perfect.
Nobody's perfect.
I got to work it again and again.
Until you get it right.
So Hannah Montana the next episode? Is that what we're saying?
Honestly, I would love to do Party in the USA.
That would, yeah.
Or no, Wrecking Ball. That's a good one.
I'm sure we'll do both.
Yeah, we'll do a whole Miley Cyrus episode.
Yeah. My mom is obsessed with Miley Cyrus. She's gonna love that episode.
I like Miley Cyrus.
We could do the evolution,
from cute, like the girl, the Hannah Montana.
Hannah Montana
to Miley Cyrus.
Well, there's also that in between stage where Party in the USA kind of kicked off
her. Yeah, and then she was like a twerker kind of girl, and then she changed into
like rock.
Yeah, which is cool. Like, I love her new stuff.
Okay, we are, for some reason, talking about...
Miley Cyrus, when we're supposed to be talking about the Gorillaz.
The Gorillaz, yes.
By the way, my name's Collin Black. We did not say that before. My name's Collin Black, and
this is Seth. I feel like if you watch the first episode, people may...
Do you expect everyone to watch every episode?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so we're talking today about one of the staples of music videos is Feel Good Inc. by the Gorillaz.
Yeah, I'll be honest, this episode I'll probably be a little biased as the Gorillaz is one of my favorite bands of all time.
Really?
Yeah.
What number?
Top 3 for sure.
Top 3 bands?
Top 3 bands.
That's high praise.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's just my own personal... opinion. I know I'm not saying that they're the best ever or anything like that, but they're who I enjoy the most.
Your favorite band is your personal opinion.
Well, some people think that when you say your favorite band, that automatically means that they're like, oh, that's the best band, and that's not the case in this situation.
That's not what that means.
Well, I know you don't think that, but some people do.
Who? Name one.
George.
The monkey? Curious? The one that's curious?
Oh, yeah.
By Curious George?
Did you know he didn't have a tail?
Is that the Mandela effect thing?
Yeah.
I bet he didn't. I didn't watch Curious George as a kid. That was satanic.
What?
Said my mom.
Huh.
Anyway.
Speaking of satanic, Feel Good Inc.
Sappa-doopa, geeka, milk dud. So last episode we were trying to describe the music video, and I think we didn't do a great job. So what we're going to be doing is watching the episode without the music and no video for the podcast people, obviously. So for the listeners. So we're going to watch it. We also encourage you all
to follow along,
and we're just going to watch it here in studio, in apartment. And we're gonna narrate over it.
Yeah, we're gonna see how this goes as we're narrating on the fly.
Yeah, we're gonna see how our color commentary is. All right,
let's press play.
3, 2, 1. All right, we have a dusky city here, and
very polluted,
and then it goes up towards this little smokestack, and it's going through the clouds, and then
giant tower up in the sky.
And it says Feel Good Inc. on it. And then there's a bunch of naked people inside.
Some naked, some not, I would say.
And then now Murdoch is playing the bass.
And 2D is obviously going on about
feeling good. Milk dud. Oh, and then there was the upside down cross just then on his necklace.
Again, satanic.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Who would have known?
All right. So, he's kind of in this red void at the moment, kind of dark, and now he's taken a megaphone and screaming to all these laying people on the ground, something.
Well, the lyrics, but we're not listening.
We're not listening.
Yeah. So, do we know? I know the lyrics.
Camels breaking down on a camel's back. Little known, because you know no whack. Interesting use of shots here. Now he's longing out the window of the tower, and now emerges
instant vibrant color, complete opposite of what we saw in
this like post-apocalyptic kind of, well, no, not post-apocalyptic, dystopian kind of world, and now it's this floating windmill.
Yeah, floating windmill in the sky that's also flying while it's twirling.
Yes, like the windmill is its like helicopter wing, essentially, or like the airplane.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It's animated. It doesn't need to make sense.
And helicopters are pursuing it. Now the rapper, I forget his name, is bringing him back in, basically yelling at him in this room of televisions that's circling him, essentially going like,
no matter where he looks, he's seeing these screens.
Yes.
Very 1984-esque.
And he's sort of like, his body's kind of like jerking around too. I didn't notice
almost like he doesn't have control over his own body.
Oh, wow.
Almost. I don't know if that's necessarily the case. But
I feel like that came into play.
Yeah, for sure. We also haven't talked about Russell yet, the drummer.
No, Russell's just playing.
He's vibing.
And now the windmill is back, but now it's revealed that it's on a tiny little island with Noodle as a kid playing the guitar on the edge of the cliff.
Yeah. If you notice too, while watching this, the guitar is only in this chorus part, and the bass and the drums are going throughout the whole thing.
Interesting. Are you going to bring that up later? Is that
foreshadowing? I think that'll definitely be a talking point later.
So now it's slowly creeping towards Feel Good Inc. And 2D is longing out the window,
wanting to be a part of what he's seeing.
Yes, but he can't get there, or he'll fall to his death.
That's a really cool animation when he takes away his hand from the window,
and it like smears the fog from all the sex.
The fog or the dust.
Oh, that's true. But what does that invoke? The Titanic like movie or dust? It invokes the Titanic movie to me.
I don't know.
We'll talk about this here in a minute.
Yeah.
We're kind of like skipping over the themes, but we will.
We have some gyrating from
little butt crack action. Yeah. All right, so now the music video is done, where 2D is back where he started, even more defeated than he was before.
And the windmill goes away into
and then a storm cloud sort of goes over it, implying that dream of getting to someplace else is gone.
Yeah.
Let me pause. This music video is so good. I love the themes of it. I really enjoy the look of it. I just love the mixture of 2D
2D and
3D. Yeah, I wish there was a character named 3D, but
that'll be their fifth member.
Yeah, 3D.
Yeah. Or it's like 2D's arch nemesis.
Yeah.
Like better than him.
Yeah, like SpongeBob. You know how SpongeBob drew that one guy?
Mahoy
Manoi, yeah. And but it's 3D animation instead of 2D.
Yeah.
Wow. Wait, 2D is the Manoi
yeah.
of... Anyway,
No.
we're
2D is definitely the SpongeBob of the Gorillaz universe.
Where do we pitch this music video, like character idea, to the Gorillaz?
I have Damon's personal email, so I'll contact him right now.
Isn't it just Damon at Gorillaz?
Gmail.com.
No, at gorillas.gov.
It's a government.
Yeah.
Well, they're from the UK, so wouldn't it be .uk?
.gov, eh? Government. I don't know how to, Parliament. .parl.
I think every single episode you have to do at least one.
I'm gonna say
one
this,
interpretation.
and I don't think I'm gonna get that much hate for it. I don't like British people. They're too pompous.
Do you know what? I'm just gonna say it. I don't care that you broke your elbow.
That's what. Yeah, that's essentially what.
Or for you, dislocated your shoulder.
All right. Well, we can't bring up my. Okay. my shoulder dislocates more than anybody I know. Yeah. Okay, that's not true. But like, I literally dislocated it like 2 weekends ago.
Hold on.
Swimming in a goddamn pool.
Who do you know that has their shoulder dislocated more than you? Because I don't know anyone that dislocates.
I don't know. Maybe they don't make as big a deal as it. I'm like a director, and like I need everyone to see me and notice me.
Okay.
So I have to make a big deal out
every
of
every time we say directing, take a drink.
What is your experience with the Gorillaz? I know this is like your favorite band. This is not my favorite band, but when was the first time you watched this? And like as a kid, what did you think of it?
The first time I watched this, it was probably I probably saw it when I was around like 8 to 10-ish.
Wow. And you saw the nipples?
Actually, it would be 10 because it came out in 2006. I'm almost positive it came out in 2006. I don't think I was obviously paying attention to the nipples as much. When I first saw it, it was on Cartoon Network.
Really?
Yeah, it was.
What?
Well, here's the story of it, because I remember this vividly. For some reason, I would go over to my grandma's house on Friday nights all the time. Mm-hmm. I would sit there and watch Cartoon Network. It would always be something like, Codename Kids Next Door, Foster's Home. But then after that, you had this transition into a little bit more adult stuff with Toonami. Back when Toonami was a thing.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And sometimes, I would sit there and watch Naruto, because that was my favorite anime.
Sure. And that's pretty racy, too. Like, with, like, he can turn into a bunch of, like, naked ladies.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that. And
that's in the first episode.
That was a formative.
But that's also a Japanese culture type of thing. I think that there are a lot of...
Just horny?
No. It's like... Well, I mean, I guess it is, but... It happened in Dragon Ball Z too. Anytime Master Roshi saw a woman, his nose started bleeding.
Like Pinocchio.
Sure.
What if that's what Pinocchio... Every time he
lies, he just starts bleeding.
Yeah, he just starts...
But he's not even a real boy, so...
I guess he sawdusting?
Yeah. I can agree with that.
Oh, no. Sap. That's kind of the blood of the tree.
Yeah.
It's the blood of the tree, of course.
Sap is the blood of the tree.
Hashtag sap is the blood of the tree.
Okay, but after Toonami is when Adult Swim would come on.
Yeah. Everyone loves Adult Swim.
And obviously at that time I was too young to be watching Adult Swim. But first thing they always did was play a music video. And normally, well, it wasn't always a music video, but I remember vividly for some reason seeing that because it was animation. And so to go from Toonami into Adult Swim, they would sometimes play that.
Okay. So that's the first time you ever saw it?
Yeah, and I was scared shitless.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What were you scared of? The laughing?
Well, it started out with just a laugh. That laugh is a scary laugh to a 10-year-old. On top of that, you have this weird animation of the characters themselves look weird. You have 2D who has black pitless eyes. Like there's nothing there.
Yeah, like Coraline.
Yeah, Murdoch who's green, which isn't weird.
Goblin.
At that time. Yeah. But then, so you have that, and then you have... It's not that it's a scary, song, but there is a little something there that leaves you on edge.
Yeah, it's the bass. It's that low... it's everything is almost, because the bass is usually reserved for the backing just to keep the rhythm,
but in that moment it's the main part.
Yeah,
it's the driving riff,
which like it bass, like whenever you like hear it, it's kind of gives you like a little thing in your tummy, and that can kind of scare you.
Yeah, it's supposed to do that.
Yeah, and I mean, it's supposed, everybody loves you. You should love the bass, because without the bass, like songs are like suck.
I mean, as a bass player, I love the bass.
We should take a drink.
Yeah.
Every time you say I'm a bass player.
No, but back then I hadn't started playing music just yet, I don't think. I mean, I might have just started getting into it. But when I was watching that video, I wouldn't get to the part of the happy chorus.
Oh, because
I would just turn it off.
Turn it off because you're like, oh, Adult Swim's coming. I can't watch what was popular.
Family Guy.
Oh, yeah, they always started with like Cleveland Show or Family Guy.
Well, the Cleveland Show wasn't even out at that time.
Oh.
But yeah, it was definitely, it would be like Family Guy.
Grandpa.
And then straight... Yeah, I remember a time before the Cleveland Show. Back in my day.
My name is Cleveland, and I am proud to be. Okay.
But yeah, that would be, I would never make it to the happy, colorful part.
Which is like kind of, it's hopeful in a way, and it's like...
It's supposed to be, in my opinion, contrasting dialogues, telling the same story, though. Yeah,
two people on two different spots in the world.
Yes.
Essentially.
Within the music video. And the music is saying the same thing without saying, hey, these two people or you yourself are in two different places. It's not saying that, but it is showing you that through the animation.
Yeah.
What was your first experience?
My first experience was, of course, I think it was YouTube.
Never heard of it.
It's this fancy website. You should check it out. It's kind of low key. Not everyone
knows about it.
Not everyone knows about it. No, it's kind of underground. Kind of, as a director. I just wanted a drink.
Just use that as just be like, we'll just be talking and be like, director.
Just downing a drink. Anyway, I don't remember exactly my first experience with this music video, but when I first watched it, I was like, yeah, okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was just like, okay. But now, as I'm older, more bolder, I think about taxes now. I have contributed to my retirement.
Wait, you have?
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm behind.
No, I'm the old one.
But wait, you really contribute to your retirement?
Yeah, I did.
Good for you.
I did. I don't have to go into...
No, don't give out your personal information.
Okay, so my social security number.
867-530.
So the first time... So when we just recently watched it, I was like, damn, that's a good music video.
Yeah.
Because, I remember watching it, but I didn't... It never registered as like something super just like one ear out the other.
Well, I think that the reason why that was is because when we originally watched it, we were younger, and the message it's getting across isn't something that we are really thinking about at that age. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think themes really do, as long as,
It helps make or break a music video.
Yeah, and it's important to have them. And sometimes you can have a music video that's just like cool colors and shit.
Yeah.
But...
And there's no problem with that.
Either. Yeah. No, but this one, I really like it because I'm curious to see how you interpret the music video, as like what themes you would give it.
Yeah, so you and I were watching it last night.
Mm-hmm.
And the things that you were bringing up, I was just like, I don't know if I'm exactly grabbing what you're grabbing. I see where you were coming from, but I didn't know if...
What examples?
The duality thing that we had brought up with Noodle and 2D.
Yeah.
I think that the way you were looking at it was as a storyteller.
Yeah.
The storyteller of 2D and Noodle, but almost as if they're one. Right?
Like they're two.
They're representing us as two sides of the same coin.
Yeah. Well, it's also Noodle being, hey Bones, it's my cat Bones coming for a visit. I think what were we just talking about? Sorry, my cat.
The duality of
Yeah, I think because Noodle is so young in this one, it's almost the what we could be if we wanted.
She's like the innocence of it.
Yeah, the innocence, and because essentially he 2D never leaves this one red room, but he looks out the window to see Noodle in this windmill floating in the sky, and it's so interesting to me. The theme is like essentially he's taken out a megaphone. He's telling all these people who are laying on the ground, probably dumb from technology, all these TVs that are around. And then he's like yelling at them and saying like, hey, wake up. You know, there's a better tomorrow if we just remove all this technology. And then it's sort of like, because the whole thing's like all the technology, like it's a fucking factory.
I don't think it's about technology. I mean, it has aspects of it about like the pollution and the smog and like that type of stuff. But I don't think that that's representing technology per se. I think it's more representing your mind. And when I went back and watched the video and I read the lyrics and like really, when I was alone and I sat down and watched it, what I was grabbing from it is that it's about how people feel good. There are multiple ways of the way that people choose to make themselves feel good. Some people are reading a book or, you know, going for a run, exercising, things like that. Some people are doing drugs to help them feel good with themselves.
See, I interpret it as the same, but people using technology to make them feel good, and these other, you know, not making themselves feel good, watching something to make them feel good. Because like,
but
for me,
that is a way to feel good. Think about how much you and I will watch TV or go to the movies.
Have a good time. I've never watched TV before. I've never watched a movie ever. I'm a director.
Yeah.
But I would say, but like for me, I see all of the motifs of the TVs that he's being surrounded by, where the rapper, what's the rapper's name? Do you remember?
I forget off the top of my head.
But the rapper, he's like literally surrounded by television in that one point. And I can't like not
see that, yeah.
And then like even the windows that he's looking out of kind of represent a bunch of TVs like laid out like a store, you know. And I just can't not like see that theme being something that the directors, the two directors, would.
I definitely see that aspect of the technology being a part of like kind of like numbing yourself.
Yeah.
But then I automatically get taken out of that when Noodle shows up on the windmill, because a lot of people that's how they find themselves. That's how they find their happiness through something more along the lines of not having technology in their hands all the time, or sitting there playing a guitar alone.
Sure.
With your own thoughts, kind of.
Yeah.
With the place where 2D was, he was probably never alone with his own thoughts.
I mean, also the lyrics are kind of about a boy going to the city and can't getting out of the city.
Wanting to escape.
Yeah, and inside there's a bunch of people, and that person's kind of in a country town, essentially.
Yeah.
And you can kind of see that kind of aspect to it, too.
Well, to me, that's also goes into the how people make themselves feel good.
Milk dud.
Some people are like doing drugs to make themselves feel good. that doesn't necessarily mean they still feel good about themselves. They're doing that as a way of addiction, and like that's the only way that they could feel good. They want to be the person on the windmill.
Yeah.
They want to be the person that is having that blissful moment without all these negative thoughts and the world around them.
Yeah. You know, and like we could talk for
hours
about the themes of this music video, but I think we should move on to more fun facts section. So we can get some
kind of got depressing.
It's gotten too sad.
Very much so.
I will say before we move on to the fun facts section, I think it's interesting. Last episode was Video Killed the Radio Star, which we surmised the theme was essentially, hey, let's slow down. Technology's going pretty fast. And for me, I thought it was interesting that this one, to me, seems like it's tackling the themes of people in the thick of all this technology.
Of all the technology, yeah.
So it was weird that that was a cautionary tale, and this is like somebody trying to escape that cautionary tale.
Yep.
I don't think the Gorillaz thought about the Buggles. They might have.
I mean,
They might have.
Damon could very easily be. He's influenced by them, for sure.
Yeah, and maybe he knows the actual how the pronunciation of it too.
Yeah, we should. I'll
we still haven't. You'll email the Buggles at thebuggles.gov.
Yeah.
No, .org. It's a .org.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're not making money off of it.
No, they're just there to help.
Yeah, they're to help the vibes at 80s.
They're just there to have a good time.
Okay, so fun facts. Do you have any fun facts to start us off with, or do you want me to start off?
I can talk a little bit about the awards that they won for this.
Oh,
so
I drank too fast.
That's good because we said director.
Yeah. Wait, you can't say oh.
No, okay. Let me pull it up real quick, just because.
Yeah,
I don't want to like give them a wrong idea of what
they won the poop award.
Yeah, like
2003.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So they were nominated.
We can't curse.
Yeah, we can't. We can't.
No, I can't say the P word. Poop. Shit. Fuck. I can't say the Pope. Fuck. Pope. I can't say Pope. We cannot talk about the Pope on this podcast.
I don't want to.
Well,
who cares?
He's my pen pal.
Oh.
Yeah. He's pretty cool. He keeps sending me. The feet pics.
Yeah.
Too much.
I was like, where are we going? Okay. Back to awards. So for this, we're gonna do for the music video and just the music in general, because there's like this.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I feel like they thought about well, it's because the Gorillaz are an animated band. We didn't even talk about that.
Oh yeah, shit. So this is an animated band,
which is different because their entire personality comes from the music videos.
Comes from the video, even live. They do. I mean, they do less with. Well, it's not less is more sometimes. They aren't always behind a screen of 2D and the rest of the band anymore. Yeah. They have like
real shows where they're
they have their instrumentalists out there and stuff like that.
Could they just not afford the animators?
I don't know. Well, now they have those screens that like if Damon's standing there behind a screen and he's playing 2D and he moves, that screen is moving.
Oh, like the mocap.
Yeah.
Have you seen the ABBA thing?
That's terrifying.
It's insane. Like they use the Tupac hologram stuff, which is not a hologram. It's just a set of mirrors and glass. Yeah. But it's insane. It looks like the facial stuff. It looks like ABBA. It's insane to me.
ABBA, not ABBA.
ABBA. Well,
because it's Uncanny Valley.
In Boston, ABBA.
Yeah.
I gotta go to the ABBA. No, but I love ABBA. We need to do can we just do Mamma Mia?
Okay. I'm not an ABBA fan.
What
so we
the
can
fuck?
do it.
No.
Maybe you'll be able to
Fuck
convince
you.
me.
I can't believe you just said that. You said that on a live recording. I'm keeping that in when I edit this. You motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't like ABBA.
No. You don't fucking say it again.
They've grown on me more and more.
No, you can't.
These past couple of years because everyone I know listens to them.
All right. Okay. Fucking ABBA is fantastic. I don't give a shit what you think.
You're not even saying the band.
ABBA is so...
I love that you're like ABBA, and I'm like, hold on. I don't even like them, but get their name.
No. Okay, like you're gonna sit here and tell me that Mamma Mia is bad? Shut the fuck up.
I don't like the musical.
You don't...
I just don't.
You motherfucker.
There are certain things in my life that I just don't like, and I don't have necessarily a reason. I get it. I get the things. But it's just one of those things.
I just want to be cool. I just want to listen to.
If I was trying to be cool, I would like ABBA.
A Neutral Milk Hotel. I just want to. I just want to be cool. Like
don't bring Neutral Milk Hotel.
I could say I don't like Neutral Milk Hotel.
Fuck you.
All right, okay?
Okay, back to the awards.
We're gonna do an ABBA episode to spite you, fucker.
And Neutral Milk Hotel.
Okay, I'll hate it.
Okay, so they were nominated
for what?
In 2006 for Record of the Year for the Grammys in particular, and Best Short Form Music Video. They were only nominated for those at the Grammys.
They didn't win. What won? Do you know? Do you have that right there?
Well, the two awards they did win were, I guess it's three. The 2005 MTV Music Video Awards, they won Breakthrough Video and Best Special Effects in a Video.
Both
of those make complete sense.
Yeah, it's a great breakthrough video and great special effects.
And in 2006, for the Grammy Awards, they won Best Pop Collaboration with Vocals. So the rapper and the singer.
I do want to say my least favorite thing is when people say special effects, but they mean visual effects.
Yeah. Well,
special effects like
this is animation though, so I'm like, is it special or is it?
No, it's all visual. It's
effects. Visual. Okay.
Yeah, it's all special effects is live action things that you film, like an explosion, like a practical explosion.
Yeah, you go blow up some dynamite.
A visual effect is if you filmed nothing and then you put like a CG explosion like that was created in like a software.
Yeah. That's
visual effects. That's the distinction. I hope you learned something today. And because people are like, oh, you do SFX. I'm like, no, that's sound effects.
Yeah.
You know.
That's what I do.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Did. Kind of both.
I do VFX.
Yeah. And then there's SPFX.
Which is special effects.
Yeah.
Yes. But
okay, back to the awards.
Sure.
I think all of those are very fitting. Specifically the Breakthrough award that they won, because they weren't necessarily huge at that time.
No. Yeah. That was like that had to be.
Well, Feel Good Inc. was their first song that like really broke through.
What about Clint Eastwood?
That was on the album before, I believe, and that was also one. But I think that Feel Good Inc. is what stapled them in as like, oh, they're here to stay.
Yeah, like they weren't a one-hit wonder.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
I think one interesting thing is that also the music video was inspired by Miyazaki films.
Oh, I can see that.
Well, not the whole thing, but the specifically the part with the windmill.
The windmill, yeah.
Like the floating island. That was specifically inspired by Howl's Moving Castle, which is kind of cool. And like you can even see it in the clouds, kind of how they look, kind of anime. Well, not anime, but kind of like Miyazaki-esque.
Yeah. Another fun fact that I have is that Damon, I would say the lead person of the Gorillaz, was originally a part of the band Blur.
Blur?
Yeah.
What they do?
Fuck, what's that song?
That's a great song.
Song number.
Fuck, what's that song?
They literally have a song called like song number 2 or song number 3.
Ugh.
And then what is it? The
oh wait.
Yeah, that's them. And
wait, Blur, did they also do Blurred Lines?
No. That's
That was Mr. Thick, I think.
that's William Thick.
William. No, that was the guy who signed the Declaration of Independence.
Oh,
William
John Hancock.
John Hancock and William Thick.
No, okay. Yeah, so he was originally part of the band Blur, which,
Woohoo!
and yeah, but when you hear that woohoo, it took me years and
Is that
years and years.
Damon?
Yeah, that's Damon.
Going woohoo?
Yeah, and then but you hear 2D, and that's what you don't unhear 2D after that.
Woohoo! Interesting. How long why did Blur break up? Or did they ever break up and I'm just...
No, I don't think that they've made... I think that maybe they might... I don't know. I haven't looked into them for a while because they have their songs that I like. But,
well, they did Blurred Lines, so that was pretty good.
Yeah. No, they have their songs that like I like, but they're not a band that I like followed.
Yeah. I've heard of Blur, but I haven't... You
didn't know that Woohoo was Damon?
No.
Yeah.
No. I also didn't know that was Blur.
Yeah.
But also, Blur to me is a animation studio. So, like, whenever I hear Blur, that's what I think.
Gotcha. I guess along with that, they were big in the, I would say, like, late 90s. Mid to late 90s.
Yeah.
And their feud, they had a feud kind of, I guess it's possibly more their fans, but with Oasis. So, you have the iconic Beatles versus Rolling Stones.
Yeah, with Blur and Oasis.
Then you have Blur and Oasis. And then who's a modern one? Who beefs?
Doesn't Megan Thee Stallion beef with... I don't know, whoever shot her.
She got shot?
Yeah, by her boyfriend, I think.
I thought she shot him.
No, she got... I don't remember. I don't know. My girlfriend told me. I don't remember. Oh. But, shit's real out there. Woohoo! That's the transition.
You're telling me you don't hear Damon there?
I don't really.
After this, go listen to the song.
Okay, I'll. What's it called? Woohoo?
Just type in Blur. I'm pretty sure it's the first one.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Okay, I'll type in.
It's from the commercials.
I'll type in the lyrics. Woohoo.
I'm pretty sure you can type in Woohoo song and it'll show up.
Probably. I also, it's sort of a fun fact, is like how it integrated 3D animation and 2D animation together, which is something that Gorillaz kind of does a lot.
Pioneered?
Yeah, I don't know if they pioneered it. I
would say I meant more for like music videos.
For music videos, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, they did it in Aladdin, and they did it in Beauty and the Beast. Like, you know that shot in Beauty and the Beast where it's, like, swooping everything. Tarzan, all those vines that he's, like, going down.
Oh, shit. We are doing a Tarzan Phil Collins day.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
For sure. Exactly. I have some pretty fun facts about that one, too.
Really?
Yeah, just about, like, the way it was recorded and whatnot.
I know a Phil Collins. I don't know Phil Collins, but I know a Phil Collins. Well, Lizard knows a Phil Collins.
Who's Lizard?
Lizard is a man that I have, through my many short films I've made, he's been one of my directors.
You make short films?
One of my directors, one of my actors. Yeah, I do make short films. And Lizard McGee is his full name. Lizard McGee. And he is he's really nice. He's a really nice guy. He's a pro mini golfer. Well, not pro, but like he's really good. He was on the show Holy Moly.
Oh, the one where it's like it's a game show, but it's like mini golf and it's like extravagant.
Yeah, Wipeout plus mini golf. He was on that. He got pretty far. And the funny thing about Lizard is that I saw him on Holy Moly before I ever met him. And then I met him on the day of, like, somebody knew him and we needed an actor really quick. And they were like, oh, I know this guy named Lizard. And I was like, yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's get Lizard out here. And we brought Lizard down. And I was like, oh, my God, he's from Holy Moly. Oh, my God. It was the first time I was ever starstruck. That was the first time I directed a star.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, your girlfriend's been in your movies.
She's a star.
Yeah.
But I was not starstruck. I'm starstruck every day when I see her.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not going to say what the story is, but when you brought up Howl's Moving Castle, it made me think of my girlfriend. And when she hears this, she's going to know exactly what I'm talking about.
Did she like have diarrhea while you watched it?
Yeah, that's exactly. We were trying to watch it, and she just went away the whole hour, 30-minute movie.
Wait, was that?
No.
Oh, that was the real story.
You were like, holy shit, I just
like,
got the story.
I'm clairvoyant.
No.
I wrote a play once, and one of the characters was named Clairvoyant because they were fat and they were clairvoyant.
So
they were buoyant.
Buoyancy.
Yeah, and I'm not very proud of it.
And it was a play? It wasn't even a short film?
No, it was a play. In high school, my drama teacher asked me to write a play, and I, hands down, think it's probably the worst thing I've ever read.
It was a comedy, right?
It was a comedy, but, like, at that time, you know, I was in high school, so I was kind of like, you know, dark humor, you know, Filthy Frank, you know, all that, you know. So
Another episode.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about Joji, but and Pink Guy.
What a man.
But like here, so I was like, oh, I can't do like any cursing or anything. So all of it was puns. And okay, I'm gonna tell this story, and it's very funny. So
thanks for the context.
So I wrote this play, and one of the characters' name was General PT, like PD SD was his last name. His name was PTSD. Now that's already offensive but let me also say that this is the worst thing I think I've ever done. The drama teacher, who read the script and okayed this. This is not on me, I don't think. But anyway, I mean, I did write it.
Wait, how old were you at the time?
I was a sophomore. No, I was a junior in high school. So I was 16.
Okay.
16, yeah.
I think that with like something like that.
No, I haven't gotten to the worst part.
Okay.
The worst part is that the play was on Veterans Day, and veterans got a discount getting in.
Did they know that you said PT? Like, did they catch on to that, or was it?
Oh, but like the whole character was this guy, that this general who had PTSD, and he would go, "Oh, the war!" like in the middle of like, and I can't tell you.
Did you act in it?
Yeah, I was the butler. It was a murder mystery.
Nice.
It was called.
Hold on.
It was called The Expiration Date.
Hold on. So how did we get from general PTSD to murder mystery?
It was a murder mystery. Well, like a bunch of cast of characters.
It was like Clue.
Yeah,
yeah. General Mustard. But you called him General Ketchup.
Yeah.
For trademark reasons.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's probably the worst thing I think I've ever done. But here's the thing. This is the worst part. I didn't realize what I did was bad until much later in life. Like, I thought about it. I was like, wow, did I really fucking do that?
You thought it was just bad, and then you were like, wait.
It was offensive.
Yeah. Do you have a copy of this?
I have the script somewhere around. They didn't film it, thank God, but...
Well, yeah.
Yeah, they're not going to film my play.
You know, one day if you actually become, like, a huge director, and like that was filmed, you would be canceled.
Yeah, TMZ is gonna find that the clips.
Be like Colin Black back when he was 16 years old,
making fun of veterans.
There's just you standing on stage.
I'm extremely embarrassed by that, but I think it's very funny, so I brought it up.
Yeah, no,
it's very funny. Okay, so, do you want to go into the rating?
Yeah, let's do it. I think that we're gonna have you go first this time.
Okay, I was drinking a drink, and now I have. You want to see my numbers?
Yeah, I want to see.
Okay.
So again, to explain the rating system.
Yes, we rate the song out of 5, and then we mix the numbers together. So like I rated, like if I say 5 and he says 5, it's a 10.
Yeah.
And then we rate the music video, same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the song, I'm going to rate it I'm going to give it a 4.5. I love the song. And not for any reason, but because I like it. You know what? It's my opinion, so shut the fuck up.
I am going to agree with you. 4.5 is what I was thinking too.
Oh, wow.
Did we both just made a burp sound?
Yeah.
It was great. We're so in sync.
That's how we sync the clips together. We burp together
into the microphone. No.
That's how men do it. That's how men do podcasts. That's how Joe Rogan does it. That's how Andrew Taint does it.
Andrew Taint.
Andrew fucking Taint. Use the hashtag Andrew Taint. Let's start a revolution, guys.
Well, he won't see it because he's not on social media.
No, yeah.
I'm going to say, yes, 4.5 is what I have it at too. I have reasons, though. I think... Well, this is for the song, too.
Yeah.
I think that the bass and drum heavy aspect of the song is iconic.
Yeah.
I don't think that I can... The only other like bass riff in particular that I can think of that would be bigger would be like Seven Nation Army. By the way.
Oh, yeah.
That one's bigger. But...
Yeah, that's way bigger.
People know the bass riff of Feel Good Inc.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know many bass riffs of a lot of other songs, but Feel Good Inc. has one that you hear it, you know what the song is.
100%, yeah.
You hear the laugh first, and you know what the song is.
Yeah,
but yeah.
That's my impression of it. I can't. That was me genuinely trying to do it, and that was bad.
Goodness gracious.
We'll cut that.
But the bass riff is phenomenal, and then to add on to that, the drums just enhance that so much more.
Yeah.
But also, there's something about Damon's voice. It's so unique.
Yeah.
I know that you didn't hear it in the Blur song. Like, you didn't know that Damon was in Blur, but I promise you, when you go back and hear it, you're not going to be able to unhear.
Yeah, 2D's voice.
Yeah. But Damon's voice is something that's like also one of the most recognizable things, and it's really hard to it's really hard to like recreate that if you're not him.
Yeah, you have to be British.
Yeah.
For one. He's got that very British... Is he doing a British accent when he's singing, or is he doing like an American? I can't tell. It's like a weird mix. It's like a hybrid.
I think he's
doing... down on a camel.
Yeah, he's doing like a mixture of both that is like... It's him.
Yeah.
There's no other way to explain it.
Yeah, he's not putting on a voice, I don't think.
No.
Well,
he
like
might
he's
be
singing.
A little like lethargic in the way that he's like saying certain words or whatever.
Yeah.
To enhance the way that he wants it to sound. But no, I think that that's just how he sounds, because I've listened to his singles too, because he has whole albums that are just him.
Yeah.
And highly suggest you check them out. Like, some of the best.
Is it Gorilla?
No.
There's no Z?
Yeah. No, it's just straight up Damon Albarn.
Okay.
Very sad boy music if you're ever in a...
Sad boy mood?
Yeah.
I'm never in a sad boy mood. I've never been sad in my life. I want to say that on record. I've never been depressed or anxious ever. God, I wish that was the case.
Not a moment in my life.
I wish that was the case. As a kid, I'd lie and say I was not depressed. That was funny.
That's not funny.
It was really funny. What
Doesn't that give you general PTSD vibes?
Wait, now after these years. But okay, for the music video, let's switch over to the music video.
Okay.
I would rate the music video. Now, hold your applause. I'm going to rate it a 5.
The first 5 of the show.
First 5 of the show. Maybe I'm going way too hard already. But the animation is good. The visual style is good. The themes are good. The direction is good. Like the shots, everything about it is just well done, and everything feels like it has a purpose. Every line, every drawing, every color.
You're gonna hate me.
Oh no!
I don't think that. Okay,
are you gonna say an ABBA thing again?
No. I'm gonna preface this with I think that this is an amazing video. I genuinely think that this is a really, really well put together video.
Okay.
I don't necessarily think it's the best Gorillaz video. And with that, I think they were just starting out. They revolutionized a lot. They did a lot in this video, but I don't think that it's one of those things that me and you have talked about a lot. It takes away from the music.
No, this is where I disagree.
Well, with the Gorillaz, the music and the music videos are so intertwined.
Yeah, you're right.
But like, so it's hard for me to say that because this song I've played hundreds of times.
Yes.
And it just takes on a new meaning for me when it comes to not only like what I think it's saying, but the memories I associate with it.
Yeah.
And when I see the music video, I'm not saying it's bad or anything like that. I'm just simply saying the music is the forefront to me. I know that's a hot take because they're so intertwined with each other. Like I don't think of the Gorillaz without their music videos or their animation that they've done throughout the years.
Yeah.
But it's not one of those. I just genuinely think that the music is better than the music video.
All right, well, we'll give you the number.
I would say like a 3.75.
You can't give me 7.5. I can't do the math for that.
Well, how can...
Okay, if I do 5 out of... Okay, wait, let's see. 7, 8. Okay, 8.75.
Yeah.
Is the final rating for the music video.
Yeah.
Which I think is accurate. I think like a 9 is is pretty good.
I think that it's, for what it is, it's amazing. The music is just so much better.
Okay.
And with it, the memories that come with that.
I respectively disagree, like I do with your views, your stupid views on ABBA.
ABBA?
ABBA. Avon. Did you have to sell Avon as a kid?
What's Avon?
It's like a...
I thought you were going to have a joke. Like Avon these nuts.
Thank you for watching the podcast, everyone.
Yeah, thanks so much.
If you watching or listening, if you want to see your favorite music video or your least favorite music video on the podcast, please email us at pktvspodcast@gmail.com.
We're getting better at that.
pktvspodcast@gmail.com. How do we end this? Milk dud. Did you know
that's not the words.
I know. As a kid, I thought he wasn't saying Phil.
Were you just a big fan of Milk Duds?
I wasn't big. I thought he was going
Milk Duds make you feel good.
Milk dud, yeah. Dump, gung, gung, boom, boom. Eat a milk dud. Dun, 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 dun. I don't like.
Honestly, those things really fuck up your teeth.
I don't really like them.
Then why were you singing about them?
Because I thought the fucking Gorillaz liked milk duds. I don't know what the fuck these kids... I was 10, bitch.
Actually, you were probably like 8.
Yeah, probably.
Because you're like 2 years younger than me, right?
How old are you?
I don't know. Like 25?
I'm 74. Oh.